Hey there everybody, I have an unboxing to do today. This just arrived in the mail. This is about the size of the package here. Let's get it open and see what we got. Okay, here it is out of the outside wrapper. It says KBD Master Series, BK and T KABAR, KABAR Knives, work for a living. See, it's made in America. KABAR BK 62. Let's get it open. Let's take a look at it. Whoops. Here is the sheath. It's a pretty decent sheath. It's got a nice thick welt in it. It's got some decent stitching. It's got 4 rivets. It says proudly made in the USA. There we go. It's not super duper thick, but it's decently thick. It's adequate. Nice brown leather sheath. But this is the knife. There it is. Look at that. Okay, it says Becker Knife and Tool, Horace Kephart, KABAR, Olean, New York, USA. And I know that's not easy to see in the camera, but that's what it says really faintly right there. This has a stone washed, I guess you would call it, texture on the blade. And that's so after months or years of use and it starts getting some scratches on it, it'll still look good. It's like stone tumbled steel blade. This is Cro-Van high carbon stainless steel, what a lot of Becker knives are made of, KABAR knives. It says BK 62 on this side, right there. You can see it has 3 screws and 3 nuts there, hexagon shaped, and takes an Allen key for these. It's got nice dark, I believe it's walnut wood handles. Very traditional design. Fits my hand quite well. Just a little bit sticking out the back there. It's got a tiny little bit of a finger guard. I think it's at the thickest point, it's like 3/16. It's just over 1/8 of an inch thick. And then it tapers to the point, as you can see there, nice and straight. And then it also tapers at the end of the tang. And this is to give it like decent balance, which is about right at the first screw there. Whoop. Try to see if I can get that balanced for you there. Right there. Well, that's the balance point right there. Oh, there we go. That might show up better. Very nice looking. It has kind of a false swedge up here on the top, on each side. And they say that that false swedge there is so that it doesn't hang up in, like when you're cutting, I guess it'll help it through. It's a flat grind the whole way. Wow, that's a neat looking knife. I'll get the measurements here in a minute. Just trying to take it all in. I really love how this looks. Kind of like that speckled, almost granite-like look of the blade. It's beautiful. And this top, I believe, is probably not going to be the best at throwing a spark from a fire steel, because it is a little bit smooth. So you'd have to carry something else with you so that you didn't have to mess your edge up. But you can see it is Full-Tang. That nice taper on it. Very thin handle, which is very nice. It's like actually quite comfortable. It's like it really gets in there. It's like you can just lock it in super tight. Very, very nice. Let's get some measurements and do a paper cutting test. I think other than Knife Center showing that it's for sale and running down the specs of it really quick, I think I'm the first person on the internet to review this knife from KABAR, because I haven't seen any other reviews, and I've been looking. Not that that means anything, but I'm just interested to get my review out there, my unboxing, and hopefully I can't wait to see everybody else's when they get theirs, because I think they're really going to like this. Okay, mine's measuring up to, let me see, try to get this nice and straight. About just over 9.5 inches, almost 9 3/4. And the blade is about 5 on the dot there. So we got about 5 inches on the blade. And of course you got about 4.5 to 4 3/4 on the handle. The handle we're looking at about 1.1 inches, maybe almost 1.25 inches at the back swill here. And the blade you're looking at about just a hair over 1 inch, maybe 1.1 inches there. I guess about 1/8 inch. Get this. See that plastic inside the sheath there? It's not easy to see, but there is a plastic liner down in there. So you got a plastic liner inside of the leather. And let's put the knife in the sheath and see what that looks like. Okay. Oops, and you push it down in. I got slippery, dry hands today. There it is. It goes right down in. Fits really nice. Push it the whole way down. It's got about a 2-inch belt loop on it. You could wear this on your side. Doesn't look like it rides super high. See, it's just above the belt loop. So I don't think it would poke into your side or be too uncomfortable. Like if you sit down or bend over or anything. Looks like it'll ride just right. Let's see what the retention is. Seems decent. Seems like it holds in there pretty good. And not too shabby. Now, let's do a paper cut test. Here's the knife, straight out of the box. Got a sheet of printer paper here. Let's see if it arrives very sharp at all. Quite sharp. Look at that. Those nice round cuts. This is extremely sharp. Well, it cuts paper like nobody's business. It's razor sharp. You could shave with this. It's not too gigantic by any means. This is it beside my old hickory 7-inch butcher knife. And you can see I have a forced patina on my old hickory. This will patina over time. I might even force one on there, but I don't know. I kind of just like how it looks. But there you go. I've seen a lot of videos where people actually buy these and they cut the tip off and turn these into these Kephart style knives. But you can see this is definitely thicker And it's made out of that high quality Cro-Van high carbon steel. It's got a spear point tip on it, flat grind, 1/8 of an inch thick or just over. Very nice, balanced beautifully. Full-Tang. It's a work of art. This is it beside the KABAR Warthog, to give you a size comparison. This is it beside the KABAR United States Marine Corps fighting knife. Okay, this is it beside some more knives. And by a Martini knife. This is the KABAR Carbon Steel Black. And this is the more KABAR Stainless. So you can see a comparison of those because this is more of a Bushcrafter's style knife. You can see the differences in blade thickness. And believe it or not, these Mora KABARs are perhaps some of my absolute favorite bushcraft knives. And this one feels really nice in the hand also, so. And I like how it feels like you can pinch it, like you can get nice little pinch grips on it. Get your thumb up there, controlled carving and stuff. It's nice and comfortable on the back. This, I haven't taken it outside yet, but from just the tabletop review, it seems like this could be a winner. Well, there it is. It's the KABAR Horace Kephart Bushcraft knife. I think this one's going to be a hit. Isn't that beautiful?